CNN is reporting that Tim Walz is nervous about facing JD Vance in this debate. He reportedly warned Vice President Kamala Harris back in August that he was a bad debater. In fact, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg has been standing in during mock debate sessions to try and help prepare Walz. Do you think, or do you anticipate, what do you anticipate seeing from the governor here? Could these nerves get the best of him tomorrow?
No, listen, the truth of the matter is, if you look at videos of Tim Walz playing to a crowd versus JD Vance, JD Vance will say things and it won't land, and he'll try to kind of awkwardly laugh and make it funny. And even the crowd, a very favorable crowd to him, won't applaud and won't laugh very often. Tim Walz hasn't had any of those problems. Look, I think the reality is, I know that my co-panelist was very frequently calling Donald Trump President Trump. I know the right loves to do that. The truth is he's the former president. And the reason he's the former president is because he was fired by over 80 million people. The reason for that is because of an administration that he is trying to run away from. He's trying to run away from the fact that crime was higher, that he lost a net 3 million jobs, that illegal border crossings were higher, and all the other failures. Obviously, the failure with COVID, the fact that he had our economy in a recession that started in early 2020 in about February or March 2020, but the economic slowdown that preceded it actually started in 2019, largely due to his trade war with China that he lost. And I think that is a record that Tim Walz is very happy to stick to Donald Trump, the former president, and make sure that he highlights that it's Vice President Harris that is currently a part of an administration that didn't lose 3 million jobs, but instead added 16 million jobs, that has brought crime down. Crime is actually lower now under Harris and Biden than it was under Trump. And I think he's going to very successfully drive that home and highlight this obscenely racist commentary about Haitians who are here in this country legally eating household pets, which was so absurd, but just unbelievably racist and caused great harm to that community.
Let's talk about what you hope to hear from each candidate. How important do you think this debate is to the overall election? Bradley, we'll start with you.
Well, I will just say if they bring the issues that my co-panelists just brought up, I think JD Vance will have a very good time on Tuesday night. Why? Because crime actually is higher under the Biden administration. Why? Because major municipalities, Los Angeles, New Orleans, Chicago, New York, they're not reporting their crime statistics to the FBI. Southwest border encounters recorded by the CBP, higher, right? So these are the types of issues that Vance have been leaning into this entire campaign cycle. They're going to lean into those tomorrow night. Harris has been going down to the border recently. I think that's a massive mistake for her, actually. I think she wants to de-emphasize this issue as much as possible. Why? Because half of the American people, according to Gallup, believe in mass deportations. That's how much the Overton window has shifted on the issue of immigration since the Biden-Harris administration has come into power and let millions of illegal immigrants in through the southern border. So immigration and the economy, those are the two things that JD Vance are going to lean in heavy on Tuesday night.